Hey everyone! Unfortunately, we lost the audio for the next 2 episodes of Waterdeep. Yay! Complete mistake on my part. Kind of frustrating, but it's alright. I'm going to be recapping those episodes for you right here so you don't miss anything. So, Ira, Seymour, and Ari made it back to Trollskull Manor, renamed to the Spectre and Spirits. Missing Mycroft. Barnabas Blastwind, the head of the Magistrators and Protectors, basically the FBI of Waterdeep, informs them that he was captured and executed on account of kidnapping and assaulting a noble. The party spends the day recounting their steps. They need to find the Stone of Galore, and without Mycroft, it makes things much harder. During the day, their cook named Chebus asks the party for a raise, since Mycroft has died. He wants to help the party with their adventuring. So Seymour takes him outside and disguises himself as Barnabas to interrogate him and ensure his loyalty. Chebus doesn't sell the party out and gains Seymour's trust. Enter Logan's new character, Chebus, the fighter, eldritch knight, cook, dwarf guy. Ira and Ari are still a bit untrusting, but they let him join. The party sets out with the Nimblewright detector and finds a Nimblewright down the street from their tavern. They attempt to reason with it, but it attacks them instead. Chebus shows his power by summoning spectral garlic and kitchen tools to fight the Nimblewright. Once defeated, they find a map on the body of it. The map leads to the City of the Dead on a crypt named Castellanter. As the party is deciding to head off, they get a note on a flying snake from a woman named Istrid. She says she'd worked with Mycroft and is in need of help. They meet her in the City of the Dead and find out she is a Zhentarim and needs a place to lie low. She'll pay them and work for them if she can stay in a place where she won't be caught by the guards. The party agrees to this, and they meet up with her at the Spectre and Spirits where she dons a disguise. As she begins to work and help around the tavern, Seymour sends a paper bird to the Harpers, informing them that they have a Zhentarim hiding in their tavern. The Harpers are willing to apprehend this Zhent, but not by their own means. Seymour tells them to do it quietly. Ari and Ira are surprised by guards entering the Spectre and Spirits looking for the Zhentarim. They all freeze in the moment, but Ira secretly points out Istrid, who is apprehended by the guards immediately. She's taken away screaming and cursing the party. The guards thank them and leave. The party then gathers Chebus and heads off towards the City of the Dead. Episode 8 starts with the party moving into the crypt. They discover inside the crypt no Stone of Galore, but instead 3 bodies, one of which is still alive. They resuscitate a woman named Vale, who describes that she was backstabbed by her bosses when retrieving something. She wasn't given too many details. She wants revenge since they killed her fiancé. She knows they went to an abandoned windmill in the Dockward. The party decides that they'll go there next, but probably at nighttime so that they could do it under a cover of stealth. The party spends the day doing some side quests for the Harpers by interviewing changelings in the Yawning Portal. They don't turn out to be good associates and hire none of them except for one. Later in the evening, they go with Vale to the Dockward and find it filled with squatters. The party shoos off the squatters and makes their way to the upper level to find 2 of the cult fanatics giving off the Stone of Galore to spined devils. The party enters combat and a chase as they run after the devils. Vale falls to those who killed her earlier, and Chebus finishes them off. The party chases the devils on the rooftops to an alleyway. Seymour stays behind as the party runs off. He takes the leftover corpses of the spined devils, attempts to question them, learns nothing, and crushes their skulls underneath the grinding mechanisms of a windmill. Meanwhile, the stone has been passed to a gray tiefling driving a cart in an alleyway. He sends off his bearded devils to deal with the party. Ira leaps off the roofs onto the devils to defeat them. Chebus also leaps and fails and faceplants. Ari stays on the roof. Ira and Chebus bolt for the cart and attempt to hold on as imps attempt to knock them off the moving cart. Ira fails a con save, falls unconscious, hits the pavement, and fails 3 death saving throws. Chebus creates a tensor's floating disc in front of the cart, stopping it and forcing the cart to fall and crash. Chebus battles the tiefling and imps for the stone. Ari, in the nick of time, revives Ira and impales the tiefling with a shadow blade. Chebus finally gets the Stone of Galore. Seymour meets up with the party, and they are quickly surrounded by guards. The party is weak, near death, and surrounded by the law. Find out what happens next in episode 9 of Waterdeep Dragon Heist.